Hey everyone, welcome to this radio video, and today I want to talk about a special part of our shortwave radio hobby or radio hobby in general that is called Ultralight Dxing. Now, this is something that appeared, a few years ago when really small portable receivers starting to flood the market basically. And it's an interesting part of the hobby because first of all, to get to the Ultralight Dxing, you don't need to spend a lot of money. And there's a lot of little radios out there that pack enough punch to be surprising as ultralights. So I'm going to read the definition of what an ultralight radio is actually. So the first thing that you need to know about an ultralight, what makes an ultralight, and by the way, what you see here on my table are all approved ultralights. So these are ultralights. I will of course mention each model. Some are not available anymore, some are still available, so depending on what you want, and they're all not very expensive. So first of all, it is a simple shirt pocket sized radio, no more than approximately 20 cubic inches. So basically, if it fits in your shirt pocket, technically it is a ultralight. And by the way, there's a Yahoo group dedicated to this, so if you really want to have more information, ask questions, go to the Ultralight Yahoo group, which is a great group that I just joined actually today. And I will probably be doing a few videos of DXing with ultralights. The second rule is it is an entertainment grade radio as opposed to enthusiast radio. So it does not have AM synchronous detection or single sideband. So if you have a single sideband small radio, or if you have AM synchronous detection on it, it cannot be on the list of ultralights. It needs to have just the basic functionalities of a radio. Number 3, it is readily available in the hobby in new or used markets at the time of its approval. So it means that if a radio gets approved, it needs to be a radio that is still available to most people, either used or brand new. It costs no more than $100 retail at the time of approval. So this means that when it was approved as a radio, it cannot be more than $100. It is primarily a radio, while it may have other features as well, like an MP3 recorder. The design and function should have radio reception as its focus. So it needs to be, for the most part, a radio. It cannot be a novelty radio, so you don't, if you have small Coca-Cola can radios, Mr. Potato Head radios, or, I had a Ernie radio in the bathtub from Sesame Street. Stuff like that are not ultralight approved radios. It needs to be really a basic radio, looks like a radio and nothing else. So, it says, while one may, of course, use any radio they wish for DXing, the purpose of contest participation and records submission, an ultralight radio must be officially approved by Ultralight Definitions Committee. If an ultralight enthusiast wishes to have a particular radio considered for inclusion on the list, she should submit a proposal to the committee that states specifically how the radio in question meets the 6 criteria above. The proposal should also contain or have a link to the specifications for the radio, and preferably at least one photograph. So it is a case-by-case scenario, but like I said, what you see here is from what I've seen approved radios right now for Ultralight Dxing, and of course there's a lot more, and more gets approved all the time. So what's the fun of Ultralight Dxing? It's simply that pushing the limits of a small receiver that is, very basic, to a point where you can actually DX and hear even very weak stations. As such, an ultralight can be used with all sorts of different antennas. Some people even tweak the ultralight electronics to have it even more interesting and approved for such a use. And of course, it's the pleasure of just using a very basic radio and actually listening and hearing stations from far, far away. So some of the ultralights that are approved here, like the Dxing R9012, which is one of the very cheap, interesting radios. It's a sub $20 radio, and it is actually very amazing. I'll keep all of these radios, by the way, next to me, because I'm going to show you reception of stations with these radios in the coming days, so you'll have an idea. So the Dxing R9012, available on eBay, less than 20 bucks. This is an amazing little analog radio if you really want one. The other one that is approved here is the Dxing DE321, which is another great radio. You have here the Dxing PL380, the Dxing PL310, you have the Dxing DR920, and here is a old Mini World 100 PE from Grundig, which is an old radio that I have for a long time here. So these are all ultralight approved, and of course I will be posting some ultralight videos in the coming hours and days, showing you all sorts of capabilities of these very small, inexpensive, basic radios. And you know what? Why not join the Yahoo group if you are interested in learning more, which is the Ultralight Yahoo group. And it's a very, very nice group to join to learn more about ultralight radio DXing and listening to shortwave, AM, and such on these small receivers. If you enjoy my receivers, yeah. If you enjoy my video, why not subscribe to my channel? You'll be informed when new videos are online. If you like our videos, give us thumbs up, helps us on the ratings on YouTube. And hope to have you join us and follow us on the channel.